headquarters bunkers under hospitals. And so naturally there are civilian casualties, and it is tragic. But Hamas welcomes that as an effective tool of warfare because they know that the hostile to Israel global media will just eat that up.
Greg, from the media perspective, what do you think?
Well, what year is this?
That's
2012. I can't tell if it's 2012 or if it's 1992 or if it's 1982 or it's 1972. The Middle East turmoil, Middle East unrest is like Abe Vigoda. It's just there and will be there forever, and I'm so used to it now. In this case, however, this is a proxy war between the United States and Iran. But the thing I love about the global left is that they prefer fundamentalist mullahs just so they can hate America. I mean, these people, these Hamas people, they're thugs, but because Israel represents America, it's okay. And civilian deaths, Ralph Peters is correct to point out, that's media catnip. Well, that's how you get the media. Can I keep going? Because I was sitting here quiet for a while. Sure. I'm tired of hearing the word negotiation in all of this. When a guy starts bombing you, and then you have to negotiate to get them to stop bombing. With that reasoning, a mugging is also a negotiation over your wallet. It makes no sense. For a president, I actually sympathize with President Obama. It's like running into an old acquaintance on the street that you avoid eye contact because when you talk to them, you can't get out of the conversation. That's the Middle East. Once you get involved in that conversation, you can't get out of it. So I see President Obama is trying to avoid eye contact as much as possible. But I fear this is not about Israel. It's about Iran and the United States and a large war that is coming.
Eric? Can I just, Bob, I have to correct you on something. You're my good friend. You're brilliant. You've been around a long time. But Hamas is not testing the Muslim Brotherhood. Hamas is an outshoot of the Muslim Brotherhood. They're part of the Muslim Brotherhood. That's why if you throw that map up there again, take a look again. The most important part of that map is the border between the Gaza Strip and Egypt right there, because Mohammed Morsi right now from the Muslim Brotherhood has a choice to make. Will he cut off the arms that are being supplied into the Gaza Strip through Egypt, or will he not? Or will he continue to let Iran play in Israel's backyard with their rockets? The choice is his right now.
Which is exactly what Hamas is testing the Muslim Brotherhood to see if they'll go ahead or they're going to enter into diplomacy. And by the way, every negotiation on a peace treaty started with 1967 borders. But the argument here is, from Hamas' standpoint, is Egypt going to stand with them or are they going to stand with the international community? Egypt has always been in the forefront of negotiating these peace treaties. Or these.
But this is the first time. This is the first time that one of these eruptions has happened since the Arab Spring a different Egypt.
That's right. And in those wars, if you look back in history, a lot of the wars that Egypt fought was with Israel until Mubarak. Mubarak was an ally of Israel. People forget that. Now, because we've told him to step down and he left, we now have the Muslim Brotherhood in. Egypt is not a friend of Israel. And Netanyahu is looking at this going, wait a minute, you're supposed to your point, Greg, we're supposed to negotiate with Hamas, a terrorist organization, and Israel's going to broker the deal? How is that fair?
Am I ever going to convince you that the United States did not order Mubarak to get out of power?
It was 1.5 million people.
There was 1.5 million people in the middle of the square.
Egypt is now against Israel.
All right, that's not surprising.
Last word to Greg.
I'm really getting tired of the occupier argument that, this person occupied that. Everyone at one point was an occupier. Before the five, there was Beck. Before Beck, there was John Gibson. Technically, we're occupying John Gibson's hour. I see him in the hallway. We get along great.
Can I show something to the camera, too? Do you mind taking a look? This is the United States State Department. See what this is right here, about number 7 down the list? That's Hamas. And it's under the category of foreign terrorist organizations. There's no reason in the world
that's nothing new. That's been that way for 5 years.
We've been talking about Middle East peace for decades. We could continue on, but we're going to go. And then we're going to come back with some new information.